Sudo su versus su Linux. If I enter in the password to su when prompted, it doesn't work while sudo su does. Also, when a command is executed using sudo command, does sudo automatically execute it by root by default, since the man page says sudo it, execute a command as another user.
That's because su asks for password of the user you're changing into, which by default is root, while sudo asks for your own user account's password and checks if you are allowed to run the command. When you run sudo su, you are asking sudo to run the command su as root, which gives you the root shell. If you are using only su, you will have to know the target user's password to have access. Using sudo without parameters implies that you want to use root. If you want to execute the command as another user, try sudo u and lt, username and gt, and lt, command and gt. Su stands for switch, or substitute, user. With no username given, it defaults to switching to root. It prompts for the password of the user you're switching to. Sudo is used to run a command as root, i.e., with root permissions, or as other users. It prompts for your password, and checks that you're allowed to use sudo. When you type su, you're asking to switch to root, and the password that's requested is the root password. When you type sudo su, you're asking to execute the command to switch to root as root, so the password that's asked for is yours.
And to fix the problem of not being able to use su alone, sudo to a root shell, and set a password for root, with chpass.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.